Let's take a look at a couple situations and determine whether I am cooked or not. Whether I am surviving said situations, because why not? Number one, we got The Walking Dead. Here are the rules. In worst case scenario, I'm allowed to switch to increase chances of survivability. So here we go. Reasons for surviving The Walking Dead. Okay, every time I'd watch the show, I'd always ask the question, how are you dying in such a way? Because the zombies are slow. So it's like, how are you getting bit by these zombies sometimes? And honestly, most of the time people died in The Walking Dead, it was because of stupidity. And another thing, the zombies gotta be the dumbest zombies in live television. So it's like, first of all, how did the military not do a good job of packing them up in the first place? Bombs in the military, bro, those slow ass zombies are an easy walking target for them. And then the zombies, they're only dangerous in herds, which I mean, you give the Navy, the military a switch. Hell, you give me a switch. These zombies are getting eviscerated. But let's look at why it'd be difficult to survive The Walking Dead. There are reasons for not surviving The Walking Dead. Okay, let's say the zombies get their hands on me. I mean, I'm dead. The bite force of these zombies is actually insane. Like, a bite from them is lethal. It's like getting stabbed in the throat. Like, let's just be real here. And for some reason, they got good senses. They can sniff you out pretty good. If you've watched the show, the way they dismember or tear apart people is actually crazy. Like, Dale's death was actually horrible to watch. The zombies are so strong. And I mean, this isn't a battle royale, bro. Like, you don't have control of what weapons you come across, and like, everyone would want a gun, but not everyone can have a gun. So it's like, you run into someone with a gun, you don't have a gun. It's like the beginning of a Fortnite game. Like, what do you want me to tell you? You're dead, bro. I could very much use a gun. I think anyone can use a gun, but I ain't no Michonne. Like, she uses a machete. I'm not that bold. I'm not that confident to put myself in the middle of a herd of zombies. Like, that's actually insane. Then there's the lack of food. And I swear they don't eat on these shows, but food will be a natural killer, simple as that. And the lack of water. I don't know how to start a fire either, and I don't know how to hunt. So it's like, what do you want me to eat? A rat, bro? Like, then a little scratch will probably be as bad as catching a viral disease because of the infection, because of the lack of healthcare too. And then the lack of the law, the lack of the rules. The Walking Dead is known for its crazy villains like the governor and Negan and the alpha leader and the cannibals in season 5. If it got this bad, shit, and the military didn't do their job in the first place, yeah, we'd all be cooked, and I don't want to hear it. I give the chance of survivability a score of 5 out of 10. The zombies aren't much of a threat unless they move in packs and they're slow eyes. And the only realistic threat here should be humans. All I gotta do is find me a good group and I'm sorted. Do you know what I mean? Cause bro, Clementine survived and she was a kid. And it got to a point when the group was heavily dependent on it in season 2. Like, come on, man. If a kid survived, I can most definitely survive, bro. So on to another zombie apocalypse. Okay, I'm gonna make this nice and simple. Last of Us, we're all dead, bro. There's not a single reason that can be found to justify surviving. I'ma be real with you. Let's start with the first night. First of all, the way this thing spread, you would have probably already been dead before the first night. The disease spread through crops and food because of Brazil or something. And we all be eating food, so yeah. Then the water supply. Then it's like, how much knowledge do you have? Because that would reduce survivability significantly. Because of the spores, for example. If you're just inhaling them, then you'll just get infected. If you like coffee, you'd be dead. South American crops got affected and it went undetected, so people were just eating the food, yo. And imagine one morning you sit down, you have your breakfast, and then a couple of hours later you don't feel so good. Like, how many coffee fiends are there? And chocolate. I love chocolate. I'm dead. How many people like Starbucks? Like, come on. In the show, it's spread through wheat. I love bread. You see what I'm talking about? We haven't even got into the worst part yet, which is the zombies, yo. And I'ma just say this, running zombies, bro. Any zombie that isn't fraudulent like the Walking Dead zombies doesn't work. Like, this is sheer horror. If there's one of them, fine. But see how there's an emphasis on the plural? They're called runners, not runner. These will catch you in packs. They're barely ever alone. And I can't lie, they pack up most of the population because this isn't like the walkers. Like, there's a breakdown of how long it takes to turn based off where you're bitten. And the closer to the brain, the quicker you turn. So near the head or the neck, turning occurs in 5 to 15 minutes. Torso or the arms is 2 to 8 hours. And then your legs and that, it's like 12 to 24 hours because it's obviously far away from the brain. Then there's stalkers, and these zombies stalk you, haha, and will very much ambush you. Like, we got zombies that flank. Yeah, I'm good. One would be a headache. Imagine 5 or 6 flanking. That's crazy. This one would take some deep stealth capabilities as well, because they wait for the right moment to attack. Very scary. Then we got clickers, and these are terrifying. Like, I don't know how something I can't see is this scary. You gotta make sure you don't drop nothing around these guys, because echolocation is crazy, bro. They're like Daredevil with this shit, bro. Clickers are mad strong. They have a lot of protection. Like, bro's got a mushroom for a head, which is a protective layer, meaning you have to shoot these guys twice in the dome to kill them. And if they grab you, bro, you're dead. They're too strong. And the infection will literally pack you up, because they usually go for the neck. And if you remember, a neck shot will do you within 5 to 15 minutes. So these are next level dangerous. And then you get onto some of the worst ones, bro. And it's the bloaters. It just gets worse. Imagine a clicker, but much bigger, much more durable, and much more dangerous. These guys throw spores at you, which just spreads the infection. And if they grab you, it's an insta-kill like the clicker, but he won't bite you. Nah, bro, he'll just tear you apart. Then you got the shambler, which is like a bloater, but he's like acidy and will create acid clouds that will burn you. If you keep them at a distance, you should be good. But let's be real, most people will not be able to keep them at a distance. So you definitely die to one of these two. And the infected in the show are much worse, because they're able to communicate with each other from a mile-long radius. Imagine a herd of these guys coming for you and you don't even know about it. Then we take a look at the lack of humanity. The military kill people for whatever. The military doesn't care about humans in this world. They literally killed Joel's child because they don't want to risk. We got cannibals, poor Ellie. Then there's hunters, and they'll kill you in the streets, rob you of everything. Like, there's a part in the game where you're with Ellie where the hunters are going around in a tank in the streets just killing people. Then there's a terrorist group called the Fireflies, and if you look at part 2, it just gets worse. Weird cult groups and militias. No one's surviving this world, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. You gotta know how to fight. You gotta be good with guns, with weapons. Maybe you're starving all the time. Maybe you're stinking all the time. Have to have a gas mask with you at all times. Not even a switch is saving you here. I think I'd survive in this world for a couple hours, and I think that's even generous. I give this a survivability score of minus 100,000 out of 10, bro. On to the next one. We got A Quiet Place, and I mean, look, let's say I survived the initial outbreak. This one isn't as bad as The Last of Us, but let's look at a lot of reasons why dying is a possibility. I mean, any nigga that snores, rip. Anyone that's loud when using the toilet, rip, okay? The consistency of the monsters though is a bit silly. Like, one can hear a fart from the other side of the lobby, but when right next to someone, can't hear their heartbeat. Like, sometimes they're just mad inconsistent. I do think it's easier for me to say that it'd be difficult to survive here though, because the death angels are pretty powerful. But a lot of the world building here just doesn't make sense. Like, crickets exist, background noise exists. Like, you mean to tell me the death angels don't hear none of that? And why would you get pregnant? Do you know what? I don't need, that doesn't even need an explanation. So to survive this scenario, family either needs to get domed and go solo dolo, or everyone has tape around their mouth. And children will get you killed. So you know what? The tape is a good idea, because crying, bunk all of that. Yapping, bunk all of that. I got family members that talk way too much that will get us all killed in the world of A Quiet Place. So I give it a survivability score of 5 out of 10. Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay, real talk. I genuinely believe I can survive. An 11-year-old me beat the first Five Nights at Freddy's on his phone. So I'ma be good. And I watched all of Markiplier's videos. And in the newest installment, a kid survived. A very little kid. So if I have to fight for my life, I will. But they should be light work on those cameras. Like, I'm surviving. Don't even need the switch, bro. Put that away. Foxy. Like, how's a Foxy jump scare gonna kill me? Like, look at him, how cute. I ain't even gotta worry about anyone apart from Freddy. Like, look at Chica, Does she look intimidating to you? FNAF 1 Chica just likes pizza. Like, she's just stupid. And FNAF 2 Chica, well, she ain't a threat. Cause she's a baddie. What is she gonna do? And then Bonnie. Bro, Bonnie can eat this door, bro. It's the only thing his purple bunny ass is seeing. Dumb rabbit. With the switch in the seat, I will be surviving FNAF. I don't care whatever FNAF it is. I give it a survivability score of 8 out of 10, bro. For the final one, I got Pennywise. You see, Pennywise is a fraud. Yeah, I know Pennywise got powers, but seriously, what you think this is, bro? You think I'm scared of this literal clown? I would make easy work of this dumbass clown. Why? Because I'm not afraid of him. In order for this to work, I have to also have deep fears or something. Now, compared to everything else here, Pennywise is not a threat, bro. Pennywise got packed up by a bunch of little kids. So Pennywise is not a threat to your boy because I am grown, okay? Pennywise won't be able to do anything to me because I don't really have an overwhelming fear like that. I mean, spiders, but like to the point where Pennywise will be able to affect me in that way. Nuh-uh. What's he gonna do? Turn into a big ass spider? Don't make me laugh now. His powers are based around illusions. If I simply know that this 20-foot spider isn't real, for example, then I'll just be like, oh, this isn't real. Pennywise, I have surviving Pennywise a 10 out of 10 on the survivability scale. So with that being said, there's probably other situations that need evaluating, but that's all, folks. Neymar the GOAT, bro.